Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Deja Vu, and I am back bringing you a commentary from the 5th round now of the Pro League. It's going to be in the first week. It's going to be STX Seoul versus Air Force Ace. So we're going to have here in the first set, it's going to be for STX Seoul, it's going to be Calm, as you can see on your screen right there. And for Air Force Ace, we're going to have another Zerg player, Gorush, for Air Force Ace, and this map is going to be played on Heartbreak Ridge. And just to put this in perspective, you know, Ace has been doing very, very well recently. In round 4, they went 5-6 overall with their matches, which is, yes, it is a losing record, but compared to what they had been doing, to put in perspective, the first 3 rounds they were 3-30, 3-30. So to go 5-6 for them is pretty awesome. And Gorush has been on an absolute tear recently. He's been playing really, really well for Air Force Ace, so I'm really excited to see him play. I am a big fan of Gorush. So this is going to be ZVZ. Gorush is actually, his best matchup is actually versus Zerg. He has about 59%, and Calm is pretty decent against everybody. He hovers between 50 and 55% in all of his matchups. Currently he's 50% versus Zerg, and it's kind of surprising actually to see this ZVZ here on Heartbreak Ridge. Normally we've been seeing a lot of Protosses on this map, not only because Protoss does do well on this map, but also because there haven't been a lot of other places to play Protoss in the, particularly in round 4 of the Pro League, just because Destination was really the only other decent spot to play Protosses. So you saw a lot of PvPs, you saw just a lot of Protosses in general on this map. But both teams, STX Seoul and Air Force Ace, choosing instead to throw out Zerg players, and I am not displeased at all. This should be fun. Calm and Gorush are both fun players, and I'm hoping that we can get the game started here pretty soon. This is a longer intro than we normally see. Actually, this is already at like 2 minutes of intro. What are they doing? Let's get this game on the road. I want to see some action. They've been sitting in their booth. I'm sure they're warmed up at this point. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. Just doing that for syncing. And let's see, let's get the start positions here real fast for you. It is going to be on the left side of the map at the 9 o'clock position in white, it's going to be Gorush. And on the right side of the map at the 3 o'clock position in purple, it's going to be Calm. So I actually haven't seen any enough ZVZs on this map to really say that there's a standard build for it. So I'd say that just about anything is really viable. I would say that a 9 pool is pretty unlikely because the distances between the starting locations are just so far apart that it's very unlikely that even if you go 9 pool against a 12 hatch, you still might not even get Zerglings over there in time in order to do as much damage as you'd really like to, in a more closer map positions, even though you do know where your other opponent is. And now we're going to see the first-person views from both players, and yeah, nothing really exciting going on here. You just get to see the multitask of the two players, and it looks like Gorush is going to be going for a spawning pool. Okay, he was just using the extractor trick in order to, he's just using the extractor trick in order to get another drone building, and it looks like, actually it does look like it's going to be a 9 pool from Calm, so we'll see what he's able to do with this 9 pool. Maybe I'll be proven wrong here and he will manage to do some damage here. I really don't think so though, even though it does look like Gorush is going for it, especially if Gorush goes for a 12 pool here, he's going to be able to get a big advantage, and Calm's going to go for the 9 pool with extractor, so it's not going to be any sort of an early expansion from Calm. It is going to be kind of late. And for Gorush, we're still waiting to see what he's going to do with his 12th drone. We'll see what happens. And Gorush now coming into the base. He's going to see the spawning pool coming in there. That's a great move by Gorush. By using the scouting drone, he's going to see that that was a 9 pool. And he's going to know that he can't do a 12 hatchery. So he's going to put up a 12 pool. And he will be more than capable of fending off this any sort of a Zergling rush that Calm goes for it. So that's a really good play. I really like seeing the drone scout there. And yeah, there you do see the 12 pool. And you see the gas going down. So Gorush is going to be able to take a slight economic advantage here. He's not going to lose anything military-wise. Those Zerglings have no chance of getting to Gorush's base before he's prepared with his own Zerglings. Calm will have a slight advantage in gas in the short term, but in the long term, because Gorush went for the 12 pool, he should be able to get his expansion out earlier, I would think. And now we're going to see Calm go for the lair here. Actually, Gorush might stay with the 1 base build because it is ZVZ, so it is possible that both players will stay with the 1 base build here. And Calm is getting his lair up, so his first 100 gas is going to go straight for that lair. Nothing for the, no speed yet for either, for the Zerglings. And we'll see if he does end up upgrading speed here, because if he does upgrade speed, he might be able to get some sort of an advantage here. And Gorush sending a drone to the top left side of the map. If he goes for an expansion here, it would definitely be a hidden expansion. It does look like that's what he's preparing for. And if Calm never notices this, that could really be a turning point in this game, because he could be able to get a lot of gas out of that. And now we're going to see the Zerglings for Calm have entered now into Gorush's base. Gorush has Zergling counter Zerglings of his own. They both each have about 6 Zerglings, so there isn't really a Zergling advantage on either side. And it's doubtful that Calm is going to be able to really do anything here. He's going to be able to set up this container, which is definitely an advantage. But he doesn't know about this hatchery, so he thinks that he's going to have Gorush completely contained, when really he doesn't, because half of the units of Gorush, as soon as that hatchery comes up, will be outside of that containment. And I think Calm has no idea about that this is coming his way. He has absolutely no clue. There's no way that Calm's going to break that concave of Zerglings for Gorush. And Calm's Spire's already started, so Calm's going to get his Mutalisk out faster. We'll see if they end up gaining enough time. There's about a 250 HP gap or so. I don't think that'll be enough time for the Mutalisk to spawn and get over to Gorush's base in time. But we will see. And now we're going to see both players just setting up these perfect concaves. Gorush seems to be a little bit slower on his setting up of the concave than a lot of other pro gamers I've seen. But it doesn't look like it's really going to matter in this situation here, since Calm isn't really pressing the issue at all. There is an Overlord for Calm now at the top of the map, moving across the top towards the top left. And eventually, if that Overlord does stay on the path that it's on, it will see that expansion of Gorush, which is going to be very, very important, because as soon as he sees that expansion, once he gets Mutalisk out, he's going to know that he can defend. He's going to have 2 places to attack and try and pick drones off. And if he can pick off some drones and make Gorush expend some energy, expend some minerals, and just use a lot of time and resources on defending that top left base, he might be able to parlay this into a little bit of an advantage. And that top left base now is operational, and a drone has been produced there, and I'm just going to assume that that'll be straight for Mutalisk. And that Overlord turning around, interestingly enough, that Overlord for Calm turning around, so it is not going to go to the top left base. It is not going to see that at this moment. Calm is, however, throwing down a hatchery of his own at his natural expansion. At this point, Calm's got to think that he's got a pretty decent advantage here, because as far as he knows, he has an expansion coming up, and Gorush does not. He's also going to pick off this Overlord for Gorush, and he knows that he also has Mutalisk up in the air earlier than Gorush, so he's got to think that he's in a pretty good spot. And this could end up being really bad for Calm if he doesn't, because I really don't think he suspects a second base anywhere, and this could be really bad for him if he doesn't prepare for this adequately enough. He could be caught entirely by surprise by a 6 muta pop rather than a 3 muta pop, which is probably what he's